The NASCAR update for the Crew Motorfest just dropped, and we are diving straight into the action from the first and opening race, where I am going head-to-head against Shane Van Gisbergen here. And what an absolutely cool update this is, and there's something in this update that I am hopeful that we can get in future NASCAR games, and you'll see that in the next few minutes, as well as using Boost in a NASCAR Cup Series card. Not something I had on my bingo card in 2026, but this is such a cool update I was talking about just a few moments ago. It's really awesome. I mean, you can actually go and take NASCAR cars into an open world environment. The game is set in Hawaii, and you have like 3 different islands now that you can like actually go to and free roam, and of course do races like this right here with this new update, including NASCAR. Is now we've got this big oval stadium, including your road courses as well, and it is really fun, man. And you're gonna see some of the actual NASCAR racing here in just a moment. But this opening race, myself and SVG kind of scrapping back and forth as we were on to the oval as well here now, and it kind of was taking you all over the place to really show you what this new like venue in the game has to offer. And in the actual like NASCAR racing, like you actually have to utilize the draft, and I mean the actual AI, they're just full-blown chaotic. It's insane. As well, I'm conquering my biggest fears here of driving right near the water. That is a little bit unsettling for me. But passing SVG right at the end, we're going to hold him off just barely at the line, and we complete the first race. Now, I did actually buy a car, and I bought the number 88. Actually, I bought the Chevrolet pack, so I have all the Chevrolets, but I was using the 88 whenever I could. But you can see like this NASCAR opening playlist, and we're just going to kind of go through the order here and go into race number 2, where they throw you now into the Chevrolet Camaro, racing around other Chevrolets, Fords, Toyotas as well. And we have a 5-lap race. I believe this one's just the oval. And you'll notice right off the bat, so in these races you can't actually use Boost, which I was a fan of, and you got 8 cars, and you can see on the left bottom you got your fuel. Oh boy, oh my goodness, the AI are crazy. But you got fuel, you got slipstream, you got tire wear, you got damage as well on the car. And I can tell you right now, the crashes, they're kind of insane, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about as I get a little bit too aggressive there in the turn 3, passing. Oh my goodness, that is incredible. I love the like quick like slow-mo effect that game gives you right there. And man, that was unbelievable. We would come to the pits because, well, I kind of destroyed the car. I was low on fuel. I had to make repairs, and this is what I want to see in a future NASCAR game. So you doing the pit stops, you actually have to like hit buttons, and that will speed up your pit stop. Or it could slow you down as well, and you have to do different things. And here you actually have to hold the left trigger for the gas, and instead I only tapped it. I was not aware you had to hold it because everything else is just tap tap tap. So unfortunately, I was low on fuel, but I actually had to restart the race and made the same mistake again, but had just enough fuel to get to the end. So we ended up getting 3rd, which you needed to be top 3. SVG actually wins over Tyler Reddick, and we end up in 3rd there, so we can move on to the next race. It's a lot of fun, man, and now we got modified a part of this NASCAR update as well, which is really cool. And this is an event, it's a single car event where you have to beat a 349.432, and it starts by jumping through a billboard. Absolutely awesome. And we go through the more like road course. Well, all right, yep, I told you what, the crashes, man, they're pretty spectacular. But one of the cool features of this game is there's a rewind feature, so I was able to utilize that and go backwards a little bit and focus back in on optimizing my lap time. Now, with the pace that I was running, as we jump over some school buses, you had no room for error at all. You had to be like pretty well perfect if you were going to beat that 349 time. And as you can see, we're coming up right towards the end here at now 89% progression. Reminds me a lot of some of the races in like Forza Horizon, which is just a progression race. But we are going to be right on the money here with the time. We have got 12 seconds. We got 6% more to go. 5%, 4%. Oh, it's going to be close. There's the finish. We slide. Save it. to the line. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be right at the line. Oh, we hit a 3:47.5, and we beat it by 1.9 seconds. And now we can move on to actually getting some upgrades for our number 88 WeatherTech Chevrolet. So yeah, you can actually go in and upgrade quite a bit of stuff here. And I was just going to whatever the highest number was. I figured that would probably be the better option. You can see as well in the top right, you can go up to 750 on the performance level, and with the upgrades I had, I mean, we were still quite a ways off of that number now as we kick off race number 2. So this one actually is going to take us into the road course version. I just slammed into the back of Kyle Busch, but we're all good. So you really got to manage damage and tires and fuel as well. So when you're in the draft, they really emphasize fuel in the draft in this NASCAR update. Like, you can save a ton of fuel by just drafting cars, and you'll notice when I'm in the draft, watch it go from 2.0, 1.9. We got to get to more of course, higher speeds, but we're in the draft, that number really does go up quite significantly. And you can see here all the way back around the racetrack, and the fuel hadn't really dropped because I was slipstreaming, but as we come through to lap 2, you can see my tires now, they're pretty worn, down to 41%. And you really do feel the tire wear as well in this update. Like, you know, if your tires are worn out, your speed's going to be crap. So you really got to manage that. So we would end up hitting here, coming up on the halfway point. We don't need any repairs, so we're only going to do tires and fuel. So smash A button, X button, Y, and B, and then remember to hold the left trigger for the fuel instead of just tapping it. I really would love to see some system like this for pit stops in NASCAR 26, or, you know, a future NASCAR game, I should say. I think it would be really cool. As now, with 2 laps to go, coming to the final lap, we still again have to finish top 3, but the rain, it's actually starting to rain here on the track. Also, by the way, I just want to point out, this is such a beautiful game, and the weather effects as well are really beautiful now as we are on the final lap. Now up the inside of Kyle Busch into 4th, and I just noticed my gamer tag is going 24. I don't ever remember doing that, but nonetheless, we were going to be drag racing with Kyle Larson for P3. Look at this game. It is so beautiful. Coming to the finish, and we're going to get 3rd. No, we're not. Kyle Busch out of nowhere is going to steal P3. Dang, okay. Well, oh my goodness, what happened there? We jump into the next race, though, and it's actually like a 6-lap endurance oval race here, and the oval races by far are my favorite because of just the chaos. I mean, look at the AI into turn. Oh my god, they are all over each other. Don't mind me, boys. I'm just going to stay to the inside here. Here's Kyle Larson, your 2025 champ, and I'm going to pass everybody, including the leader there of Van Gisbergen. Thank you very much. And the draft, though, you know, just as big as it is for me, it's very important for the AI too. So they suck right back up to me, and well, here comes to the inside the 24 Raptor Chevrolet of William Byron Keselowski as well. Oh no, yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Let's try to. Oh my god. All right, let's get back into the flow of things here now. Lap 2, and look at how fast you can fly through the traffic there, as I think that was Bubba Wallace that just crashed, or no, Tyler Reddick maybe, that crashed really hard in the background there, as we got 2 laps of field currently. So oh my god, we are just getting absolutely ran over right there. But as we come through to the end of now lap 3, I was contemplating coming into the pits, and I decide right here, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to come in. So we should be able to get 3 laps of fuel, and we're going to do everything. Repair the vehicle, get tires, and get fuel as well. And we would go through the sequence one more time. My favorite one is repairing the vehicle, because you have to like go on different directions on the D-pad. But after everyone had completed their pit stops, we're going to be right here in the mix for the win of this race with 2 laps to go. Passing Reddick, here comes Larson, Keselowski, Byron all exiting the pits as well. Oh my god, William Byron, oh, it's big time, crashing in the background. Kyle Busch, I think somehow he's still going in the right direction. Then William Byron says, I'm going to get physical with you, and actually get put in the wall right there. That completely destroys my speed. Coming to the final lap of this race now, right on the back of the 24, here comes Larson, 4 wide for the lead as we split through the middle. Thank you very much, gentlemen. 7th and 8th in the pits, by the way, SVG and Bosch now, and look at all the cars right here. We need to finish again, top 3. I just dumped the 45. Wallace is getting dumped. A bad corner for 23.11 as Larson leads down the back straightaway. Keselowski smoking. He's got so much damage into turn 3. We're going to pass him and Byron for second. Can we get Larson? coming to the line. We'll jump up to the outside, but there's still a pretty decent run here to the line. Who's it going to be? Larson's got the draft. He's going to run into the back of me, pulls alongside. Here comes Keselowski. His run dies out with the damage. Byron pushes me across the line, and we come home with the victory. One final race. It's now 7 laps. Here again at, I believe, just the full oval one more time, but this time, well, you can see a little bit of a difference here. The rain is falling and the AI are dying. Kyle Larson just about came up and killed me, and oh my goodness. Okay, don't do that. That's like NASCAR Heat Evolution when you get on the apron and it like spins you out. No, we're not on the oval. We actually have the road course version as well. So as we're all just beating and banging here at the end of this first lap. I love the lightning strikes in the background as well, and just the rain, just visuals just look absolutely phenomenal here as we're going to be rolling up and around the outside of Kyle Busch. Thank you very much. Now, this is actually going to be potentially a 2-stop race, and we're just getting absolutely beat around. Look at my tire. Oh my God. Oh, it's terrible. All right, that's what rewinds it for. And my tires were absolutely destroyed, and I was just running people over at this point. So we're gonna have to pit for tires, fuel, as well as repairs. I actually decided I was thinking about not taking fuel and only repairing and changing tires, running 2 laps, and then pitting again, and then we just like take fuel and then go to the end of this race was kind of like what I was trying to do. And as we came out of the pits, we were now down in P6 behind Kyle Busch and Kyle Larson, who's up there with SVG as well. And you can see as well, because I was in the draft, that we got a little bit extra fuel out of it now as we absolutely just destroy some people and get ourselves right back to the lead of this race here. And as now I'm coming to 2 laps to go, the fuel is out, so I have to come into the pits, but we also need tires as well. So I decided, okay, we'll take tires and we'll take fuel. So we'll get the tires, we'll get the fuel, we'll get back out one more time on the racetrack. Such a very, very cool little update here, and I mean, I can see myself playing this a little bit more off camera. It's just fun being able to take these cars, you know, into an actual NASCAR racing like event in an open world racing game, but you can also just take these cars, you know, in an actual open world and drive around Hawaii and take in the sights and scenes of what the map has to offer. It is really, really cool as we win this final race here. Now, there's a lot more NASCAR content, and there's more coming like over the next few weeks as well. I saw with some playlists, so we might do a few more videos. But yeah, there's plenty more content that's on the way. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this update. If you check it out as well, it's a lot of fun. That's going to do it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Have a great day.